Hi everyone, I'm Katie, an infant toddler Montessori teacher and registered early childhood educator. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 Montessori-inspired Valentine's Day activities for infants. The first activity is a Valentine's shaker. Here it is. So what you need is a small container. Travel-sized cream containers are amazing for DIY infant shakers. So you just need a travel-sized container and some loose parts that are Valentine's themed. So I've chosen the colors that we typically see on Valentine's Day. So I've got red beads, pink beads, and white beads. You want to put those in the container. Don't fill it up too much because you want it to be nice and light so that they're able to shake it with ease. And then make sure the lid is on super, super tight. You can tape it closed if you're nervous. You can even use some non-toxic glue, but because of the loose parts, you want to make sure that it's nice and secure. And then you've got your very own shaker. So you can demonstrate how to use it, or you can simply hand it to the infant and allow them to explore freely. You can also roll it on the ground to encourage some movement. This is a great activity for developing and strengthening fine motor skills because they are going to be holding it. It's also great for developing the auditory sense, and it also invites the child to explore cause and effect. They learn that they can make a noise by moving it. So they are causing an effect. So there you go. Activity number 1, a Valentine's shaker. The next activity is a Valentine's sensory bottle. So here's one that I've put together. This one might be a little bit too big for an infant because it's got a lot of water in it, but again, you can reuse these travel containers and just turn it into a sensory bottle. But I wanted to make it nice and big so that hopefully you can see it on camera. But you need a clear bottle, and then again, some Valentine's themed loose parts that you can put inside. And you can see as we tip the bottle back and forth, the loose parts dance around inside, making sure that the lids are tight and very secure so that you don't have a water spill on your hands. A Valentine's sensory bottle. Again, you can shake it for them. If they want to explore it, they're free to do so. And you can again also roll it on the ground to encourage movement. The benefits of sensory bottles are that the child is able to engage in some sensorial exploration. This one helps to develop the visual sense. They learn to observe the contents moving around inside. And sensory bottles have also been found to have self-regulating properties. They are very calming. So a lot of fun and really easy to make. The next activity that I have for you is a Valentine's Day exploration basket. So all you need is a basket. These rope baskets are really great because they're nice and soft. And then you need some Valentine's themed objects to go inside. So again, I have chosen the colors of Valentine's Day, and I have just found some objects around the house that are red and pink. So I've got this heart-shaped cookie cutter. I found a wooden red puzzle piece. I've got this pink cup, and then this nice big red ball. The important thing to remember when putting together your exploration basket is that you just want to make sure that everything in the basket is safe to be explored with all of the senses. The infant is likely going to explore it with their mouth, they're going to explore it with their hands, etc., etc. So you want to make sure that everything is safe. Nice and big, but not too big so that they can still fit inside their hands. The great thing about exploration baskets is that they're exploratory in nature. So they're wonderful for developing an interest in independent play. Again, if you've made sure that everything in the basket is safe to be explored, then you can really just sit back and observe while the infant explores all the different objects. This is a great activity for engaging in sensorial exploration, and it's also a great activity for developing language skills. When your child is not exploring the objects independently, you can sit with them and name the different objects. You can say that this is a ball. You can tell them that it's red. Follow their lead as they explore. The next activity is exploring a heart-shaped container. So all you need is a container that's shaped like a heart. This again is an activity that is exploratory in nature, so you want to make sure that the heart that you are giving to your child is safe to be explored. But it's as simple as giving them a chance to explore what the heart feels like, what the heart looks like. They can open it up. You can hide a little treasure inside, maybe to enrich their exploration a little bit. But giving them a chance to explore a heart-shaped container will develop and strengthen their fine motor skills. Removing and replacing the lid will develop their hand-eye coordination. And this activity also develops independence, because as the child grows, they're going to be using a variety of containers. So this is a nice way of introducing containers to them so they can learn how to open and close them. If you happen to get a box of chocolates for Valentine's Day that comes in a heart-shaped box, once you're finished eating them, the heart-shaped box is also really fun for infants to explore. It's also really nice and light. The final activity that I have for you is mess-free heart painting. So what you need for this activity is a large Ziploc bag. You want to get a thick piece of paper. Cardboard would also work. Cut it into the shape of a heart. Put it inside the bag. Put a dollop of red paint, a dollop of white paint inside, and then you want to seal it up. Try to get rid of as much of the air as you can. And then you can, I would recommend taping it down on all four sides just to make sure that it's not going to come undone. And then the infant is going to move the paint around inside the bag and paint the heart. So what's really wonderful about this activity is it's great for fine motor. It's really interesting because they're watching the paint move around inside the bag, and it also is an opportunity for them to explore color mixing. It's a little early to explore color mixing, but this is a great activity for that, in the sense that they will see that red and white, when mixed together, makes pink. And so when they're all finished with the activity, you can just very carefully, because there's going to be paint everywhere, so it's maybe not mess-free for the adults, but when they're finished painting, you just take this out, put it somewhere to dry, and then they've created this really beautiful heart-shaped piece of art. All right, well, that's it for today's video. Those are 5 Montessori-inspired activities for Valentine's Day. If you're interested in bringing Montessori into your home, please check out our at-home program. We will link to it in the description below. We also have a blog post that outlines all of these activities, so we'll also link to that below. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!